Hello, everybody. I'm bringing in a new element to my YouTube channel, and this is going to be like a monthly guidance system. And since my early 20s, I've been consulting the runes, which I love. And the specific ones I use are I use this book, the new book of runes by Blum, and the words he writes are just amazing. So I thought every month I might pick a rune, and I have all my runes in this bag. So I'm going to pick a rune, and I'm just going to read the words out of the book, because the way Ralph writes is just so poignant, and I don't need to do any conferring into my own words, because he just sums it up so beautifully, and it's such a spiritual way of looking at life. So for this is going to be for the month of June. It's winter now in the southern hemisphere in Australia, so it's quite cold. I live down the bottom of Australia, and we do get quite long and cold winters, lots of rain. Doesn't snow much where I live, maybe once a year up on the hill, but not down here. But it's still quite wet and damp, so it's quite cold. Hence all the warm clothes. Okay, so I'll pick the rune. Okay, and we have Kano. Beautiful. It's a beautiful rune. Love this one. So I'll just put that down there. And I will read the words from the book about the guidance that we can get from this rune for the month of June. And this is one of opening and fire. Okay, so I'm just going to read Ralph Blum's words. It's beautiful. This is the rune of opening, renewed clarity, dispelling the darkness that has shrouded some part of your life. You are free now to receive and to know the joy of non-attached giving. Kano is the rune for the morning of activities, for seriousness, clear intent, and concentration, all of which are essential at the beginning of work. The protection offered by Kano is this: the more light you have, the better you can see what is trivial and outmoded in your conditioning. In relationships, there can now be a mutual opening up. You may serve as the trigger, the timekeeper, through your awareness that the light of understanding is once again available to you both. Recognize that while on the one hand you are limited and dependent, on the other you exist at the perfect center, where the harmonious and beneficent forces of the universe merge and radiate. You are that center. Simply put, if you have been operating in the dark, there is now enough light to see that the patient on the operating table is yourself. So there you are. Beautiful, beautiful words. He just has an amazing way of writing. So for the month of June, opening up to the light, turning it inwards on yourself. Thank you. Thanks so much for joining me.